Are you wondering what exercises you should be doing to get a slimmer waist? Well, today we're going to talk about the opposite. I'm Shannon Clark and I'm with Bumsandtums.com. A lot of women constantly are seeking advice for how can I get a slimmer stomach. You want to trim your waistline, you want that svelte figure, the hourglass look. Well, there's a lot of exercises that you might be doing to try and achieve that look that are actually moving you further away from it. So unless you know what those exercises are, you could be making some critical mistakes with your workout. Today, I'm going to tell you what those exercises are so you can make sure that you eliminate them from your program. The first one is weighted crunches. The idea here is that you perform other exercises with weight to help tone your muscles, and that's great. It's true that that's what you should be doing. A lot of women don't lift enough weight, so I often encourage them to add more weight. But with your waist, that's the opposite. The problem is that with the other muscles, you want to add a little more tone, and if they get a little bit bigger, that's okay, because with the tone and the size, but the decrease in fat, you'll actually be looking better. With the waist though, the last thing you want to do is have a thick waist. I haven't met one woman who's ever came to me and said, you know what, I really want to have a little bit of a thicker waist. That just doesn't happen, okay? So the thing is that you want to avoid weighted setups. You still want to be doing some crunches just to get the muscle tone, but you don't want to add any size to the muscles in that region, because otherwise you're just going to get thicker and more bulky looking. So avoid the weighted crunches. The second one is side bends. Just like weighted crunches, side bends are going to increase the width. Side bends are targeting the muscles on the side of the body, which are the muscles that you want to be thinner. You want that look that's like this, and instead you're going to get a look that's like this. So avoid side bends. Some women even go so far as to do weighted side bends, and that's really what you want to avoid. Just avoid anything that's side action. If you're going to do anything, do something like a bicycle, because then you're getting the obliques, which will give you the nice definition, that kind of razor sharp ab look that you might be going for, but it's not going to increase the waist size. The third exercise that you need to be careful of is the plank. Now, I'm a big fan of the plank. I love it and I recommend it to a lot of women because it's going to have that isometric contraction going on, which is going to help increase your ability to hold the stomach in, even when you're just, say, standing around talking or whatever. It's going to increase the muscle's ability and the muscle endurance to keep your stomach tight. A lot of women, the reason why they don't appear as slim as they would like is not so much that they have a lot of excess fat, it's just that they don't have a lot of muscle control in their ab region. The plank helps to control this. It helps give you that control so you can maintain a slimmer figure even when you're just standing around at a party talking to someone. But if you do the plank incorrectly and you start to let your hips drop or rise up, then you're not targeting the right muscles, and even worse, you're putting your back in a lot of strain. So the plank done incorrectly is something else you want to avoid. It's not going to help you get a slimmer waist, and it's just going to set you up for injury. And then the last of the advice I'd give you if you want to avoid or you want to get a slim waist, and what you should be avoiding doing is just too much exercise overall. Again, going back to this idea that you don't want to build the muscles up. The more you work a muscle, the more likely you're giving it a reason to grow. As you want to get a slim waist, your primary goal is really just to decrease the fat from that area. If the truth is told, every single one of you watching this video right now has a six-pack. The only problem is that you just have a little bit too much fat covering the six-pack. So all you need to focus on is getting the fat off those stomach muscles, and then you'll have the look that you're going for. You don't need to build them up anymore. Getting some strength is important, but you just don't need to get that size. So avoid doing too much ab work. Ab work is not the key to getting a six-pack and a slimmer waist. It's through diet, and it's through doing full body workouts that burn a lot of calories and help to burn off that fat. So they're the main things that you want to avoid doing in your ab workout to help you get a slimmer waist. I'm Shannon Clark and I'm with Bumsandtums.com. Make sure you check out our site regularly for more updated tips on what you can do to build the body of your dreams.